Hey guys, happy last Monday Night Live of May. Excited to get to hang out tonight. Before we jump in, I know that we have had several girls at this point qualify for the cruise, which is freaking incredible considering it is month one of a 4-month contest. So if you have qualified for the cruise or your girl has qualified for the cruise, go ahead and shout them out in the comments. I know we had a couple qualified today, which was super fun. So just shout out to everybody who has qualified so far. There are so many of you, so super close. I know I saw Erin's name on there. She's super close. We're going to talk about the cruise tonight, but I just wanted to, Brittany, I just saw the chat. Just wanted to recognize you guys for having knocked that out of the park. If you have qualified or are very close to qualifying, or let's say you qualify in the next, 2 to 3 weeks, the shopping spree really needs to be on your radar. It is something that you need to absolutely make it a point to go get. So figure out what you got to do to make that happen and then go get it. Okay. So end of the month is one of my favorite times to get to come and talk to you guys because so much of me now knows so much of the magic happens when most people go to bed. And I don't mean like literally when they go to sleep, but at this time of the month, sometimes people will think I've worked hard this month. Let me go ahead and go make a sandwich or take a nap or whatever. And so much magic happens in those hours where some people just stop pushing. And so I'm excited to get to tell you guys kind of my strategy. How do I end the month? And this is 7 years in, right? Okay. So, but first you need to know what's the offer. Obviously only 3 more days left for double cruise credits. You guys, I want you to know what a gift double credits are. Like major gift. So if you've got people who have ordered, they joined in March or April, and they have not ordered 100 PV in May, then that needs to be a mission for you because that's 30 cruise credits. If you get them to 100 PV, you guys, if they started with triplex in March and they have decided that's not what they wish to continue, help them understand what else is available. It's kind of like going to Sam's Club or Costco and thinking you're going there to buy toilet paper or paper towels and deciding I don't really like toilet paper or paper towels, but you have a membership to all of Costco. Like there's other things there you could buy. So share with those people other things that might meet some of their needs. So you want everybody who ordered or who joined in March or April to order in May, double retention credits for you. It also keeps them getting exposed to products that we have to offer. Free shipping right now. And I'll just tell you what my strategy would be. So before you guys say, Christina, wait a second, free shipping for everything. I know, but you have to choose in just a second. So free shipping, if you're selling the 112 welcome packs, if you're selling triplex, go with the free shipping on that. Everybody gets $1 VIP memberships. And we do have the 10% off site-wide, which means existing people and new people who come in with a bigger welcome pack. They're going to save more money with the free shipping code if they're just getting the triplex welcome pack. But if they want to go with the big welcome pack, they're going to save more money, skipping the free shipping and going with the 10% off. If you've already offered them free shipping, it's okay. You can just offer to reimburse them. Well, Christina, that will cost me $12.99. Right. But you're going to get 6 points for that person's order plus a welcome pack bonus. So sometimes you have to invest back into your business. This is a wise time to do that. Very wise time to do that. Okay. So that would kind of be my strategy. If somebody hasn't placed an order this month, they get that 10% off. Give me 10 code. So again, another reason to reach back out and say, hey, listen, I know that you weren't planning to order this month because of this reason and that reason and the other reason, but I wanted you to know that there's this offer on the table. Didn't want you to have, to miss out on it. So I'm going to give you guys some sample messages in just a few minutes. So before we get there, we cannot skip the what must I believe part of this. You guys know I'm the queen of skip all that mumbo jumbo and tell me what to go do. But I'm here to tell you that if you don't think about what you're thinking about over the next couple of days, it won't matter what you go and do. You might even be able to bust out a join or two or hit a goal or two. But if you're not minding your mind over the next couple of days, you're going to find yourself in this hamster wheel every single month, all the time. So what we want to do is mind our mind and work from that place so that the results that we get are sustained, and we kind of know how to behave as we move this along. Because what we don't want to run into is massive amounts of burnout. You want to still be loving what you're doing 7.5 years later, like me, ending the month strong and volunteering to do a team call on Memorial Day because you love what you do. And that comes from minding your mind. Okay, so 3 things you might have forgotten. Let me help you remember. Number 1, you might have forgotten why your family needs you to keep trying to make this work. Let me tell you how your brain will work. When things feel harder than you wish that they felt, you will say things like, well, I mean, we really got it pretty good. We don't actually need blank. Your mind will start to try to let you off the hook of having to persevere in the suck. So what you have to do is remind your mind why your family needs you to keep trying. I could have said, I mean, I can just keep teaching. Like, it's fine. I'm on the same schedule as my kids. And, you know, this is fine. I can make the best with what I've gotten. Even though I knew deep down inside what I wanted was freedom. That's what I deeply desired. I could have let my brain tell me, you can just teach. It's okay. Like, that's fine. So you might have forgotten that your family needs you to keep trying to make this work. Guys, I had a conversation with a friend of mine today, and I said, listen, friend, you have everything at your disposal that I have at mine. The only thing that is going to determine whether or not you end up where I'm at is your willingness to stick it out. Just got to stick it out. Just got to be consistent. Okay. Another thing you might have forgotten is why your next customer needs you to keep looking for them. Sometimes we're over here going, I've done so many reach outs, I don't know who else to talk to, or if they were going to respond, they would have already. You can also choose to think someone out there is waiting for me to message them. Someone out there is lying in their bed with a migraine, having to miss Memorial Day cookout, and they are waiting for someone to extend an olive branch, to throw a life preserver. I'm going to be that someone. Do you notice when you pick that thought, how much straighter you sit up naturally, how much more passion and boldness you have going in to type out that message? This is what I'm saying when I say mind your mind. Please don't fool yourself into thinking that when I sit down to do my reach outs, I just naturally feel that empowered, or I just naturally have that much belief, or that I just naturally want to put myself out there. Don't fool yourself into thinking that's true. That's not true. What I do be intentional with is what I'm thinking. And I know that I can choose a thought of, I'm frustrated with this, or I'm eager to find this. I can choose those thoughts. Your lack of choosing is still you making a decision. So when I say mind your mind, it's something you have to do on purpose. If you don't mind your mind, what will happen accidentally is your emotions they'll control your behavior. You will act out of what you're believing and what you're feeling. And you're going to say, well, I'd let myself off the hook because I was frustrated and kicking myself now that I did that. But why did I do that? You did that because you were being controlled by your emotions. Mind your mind so that you can be controlled by the thoughts that you are choosing. Okay, number 3 thing you might have forgotten is that our products bring hope, and that is always worth sharing, even without a prize. You might already have your extra long bag and your shaker cup. You might have even already qualified for the cruise. You might have already hit your goals. Some of you ranked up yesterday. I saw several of you hit your goals yesterday. One of you I saw on my team hit their goals today. You might have already hit your rank, and you're going to have to battle the thought of, that's over this month. Let me go make a sandwich and kick my feet up. But it's never been about you, right? We come into this because it's about us, and I understand that. Listen, I'm a type 3. But at the end of the day, our products bring hope to other people, and that is always worth doing one more reach out, one more follow-up, one more ask, even if there's not a prize on the line. You guys will be blown away to know this. When I first started, we only had one sale a year. And it was always at July 4th. And it was always, back then, the membership was $34.95. And so on July 4th, they would make it $17.76, which was so clever and witty, I thought. And we would just jump through the roof at was one sale a year. So You know why though? Because our belief is so high in what we have to offer that it doesn't matter if there's a sale or a prize or anything else. If we didn't make $1, we'd still be telling everybody that we knew about these products. So sometimes we have to remind ourselves of that. Okay. So before I jump into the what to do part, number one, I want you to know I was once exactly where you are in your business. Brittany too. Funny, right? It's kind of like when you tell your kids stories of when you were young and they're like, wait, what? You were a kid? You were in school once? All of a sudden it's like, it's funny and novel and then, but they also feel like, oh my gosh, maybe mom can get it. And they'll even say, well, what did you do in this situation? Like, hey, I've tried out for teams before and not made what I wanted to make. And they'll say, really? Tell me about it. And what it does is it makes you relatable. You guys, I have been brand new, not even yet silver. It took me almost a month to get my very first join. Okay. I've been a gold, struggling to hold rank. I've been a senior gold, struggling to hold rank with no business builders. I've been a Ruby. I've been a senior Ruby. I've been a Ruby who announced to her team that we hit senior Ruby and then realized the next day we actually did not hit senior Ruby. Yeah, try that one on for size. And it took me several months to get back to actually qualifying for senior Ruby. So wherever you are in your business, just know I've been there. I said a line last week that I guess was witty because I got so many messages about it, but I really learned how to put the suck in succeed. I was just okay with being a disaster while I was figuring out how to master this. So mind your mind when you're seeing people who are where you want to be, and just know whatever they did should fuel you with belief that you can too. The belief that it can be done. Okay, so the good thing is the things that's going to determine whether or not you can have what I have and be where I'm at, 3 things, and they're all within your control. Consistency, grit, and discipline. None of that has anything to do with what that one potential join says or what that one dream teamer does. It's all within your control. Your success is within your control. So here's one thing that I always tell people to think about. Guys, what if it doesn't ever get easier? Sometimes we think, well, when I master this and it feels easier, what if it never gets easier, but you can walk around with a rock solid 100% guarantee that it will work? What we want, y'all, is not that it's actually easier. We don't even care about easier. That's not actually what we want. We just want to know, am I going to get what I'm trying to get? And I'm here to tell you 100%, yes. Yes, if you go study the industry of network marketing, people who consistently work their business, same business, over an extended period of time, they almost always get what they want. And the ones who don't, they quit right at the last second. So yes. So here's the thing. How hard would you push if you just knew you would not fail? So many of you would be willing to do that one more thing. They would get on that one phone call if they just knew it was going to pan out to a new business builder. They would go have that one event if they just knew that that rock star was going to walk into the room. You know what I walk around believing? Of course it's going to be this one. Of course it's going to be this phone call. Of course it's going to be this event. This is going to be the one that finally gets me where I want to go. And I just choose to believe that over and over and over again. So the results that you see today are the results of work that these people have put in 60 to 90 days ago. So fight the urge to be envious. Man, so-and-so got 8 joins this month. How? And we get envious. Instead, be inspired and know that if that's true, that whatever so-and-so did 90 to 120 days ago, let me get curious about that and let me go do it so that in 90 to 120 days, I can have the same results she has now. Because the results that she got in May aren't because of the work she did in May. It's the work she did before. And the good news is y'all got 90 days left in this contest. 90 days. Okay, we got to roll. All right, following up for month end. Okay, I cannot give you the whole follow-up system, so this is the reminder. My entire 10-message follow-up system is located in Guide 5 in Freedom Team page. If you're not working through those guides to fill your cup and what you need, start doing that. Start making that a part of your growth. But my whole follow-up guide is in there. So go find that. I'm pretty sure it's called Why People Quit in Network Marketing. All right. So everybody screenshot this so you don't have to do this while I'm talking. Sample message. You guys know if you screenshot it, if you have an iPhone, then it'll let you copy and paste this, and then you can edit it. So you don't have to like type the whole thing out, although you can. So this message is for somebody that I've already shared free shipping with, and I feel like, well, I don't know how else to reach out. Like they haven't responded. Here's what I'd say. Samantha, what are you guys up to on this long weekend? My crew took advantage of all the family time by soaking up sunshine by the pool. Hey, I know we connected earlier in the month and Plexus was something you were interested in. So wanted to pop back in since we only have a few days left in the month, and I did not want to let this opportunity for discounts slip by. Pretty sure I already mentioned free shipping that you qualify for, but I just found out that you also qualify for our $1 VIP membership too. Those discounts combined save you close to 25 bucks. Wanted to see if you had any questions I could answer for you, or see if you were ready to go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is somebody that I'm trying to kind of close the deal with. That question at the end, that's a close the deal question. You got to ask for the sale. Okay, but this is a way, if you mentioned free shipping to her yesterday and she didn't respond, and now you're like, well, crap, I don't know what to do the rest of the month. Well, you have a new offer. You have a $1 VIP membership offer. That's a new offer. So this gives you the right to reach back out and say, hey, no pressure, but just know there's something that, in addition to what I already told you, here's another reason to take a look right now. And let me go ahead and address this because I've had this conversation today. You guys, you cannot, and I'm only telling you this because this is my tendency. You don't get the right to take something personal over a long holiday weekend. We'll think, well, I mean, she was talking to me and then all of a sudden she stopped engaging and, you know, she's ignoring me now or she's ghosting me. No, she ain't. She's enjoying a long holiday weekend. Plexus just is not her top priority right now on Sunday or Monday, the holiday. But on Tuesday, it very likely could be. So you're going to have to be willing to put yourself out there again. This is just isn't people's top priority over a long weekend. They got family in town and cookouts. And I had 2 different pool parties to be at today. Like there's stress involved with that. Like what food do I take where? Who's got a swimsuit? Like people just that's not their thought process today. But if you'll pop back in tomorrow, all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah. I have the capacity to consider that again. So just know, okay, next. All right, here's another one. Go ahead and screenshot. Okay, Samantha, I know everyone is super busy and one day seems to bleed into the next, but I could not let the month end without reaching out to you. I'm not sure where you are with taking a next step, but I wanted you to know that based on our conversations this month, I still believe this is for you. I still believe you can have the energy and health you deserve, and I believe you can get the same benefits that my friends and I have. And with these time-sensitive offers, now is the perfect time to start. So checking in to invite you to trust your next step. I'm inviting you to join our community and get started with the products in a supportive way. You can start like I did, except you're getting way cooler discounts. Let me know your thoughts so I can either help you get started or stop bugging you. Laughy face. If you copy and paste this, please fix those 2 typos. Because listen, your girl don't got no assistant making these anymore. So it's just me. So fix those. Don't be looking ridiculous in somebody's inbox. All right. So this is somebody that you're not quite sure if we're at the close the deal part, but you basically want to let her off the hook. Like, listen, either let me know if this is for you, or also let me know if it's not, and I'll kind of stop bugging you. Now, clarifying, I don't actually ever take them off my follow-up list. You guys know my rule. They either have to die or block me. I'm not even kidding. If they're friends with me, then I have a right to reach out. So, but what I will do is I'll bump their follow-up back. So instead of following up in 2 or 3 months, if somebody says, yeah, you know what, Chris, like my time, this isn't my time, I'll say, cool, 6 months. 6 months, a lot changes in 6 months. Okay. All right. This is, okay, everybody, before you read this and take a picture, this is for someone who's going for a big rank up. Okay. This is not a message you need to be sending month in, month out. Okay. This is, I'm going for a big rank up, and I'm at this point in the month, it's time for me to kind of ask for some favors. Okay, it's kind of time for me to put myself out there, be vulnerable, offer them something, and then ask for something in return. So I just want to be very clear here. This is not how we want to generally operate in our normal reach outs. But there are times, I know several of you are going for some ranks. Several of you are going for some double cruise credits. Several of you are going for, lots of things. So keep this in your back pocket for when you are going for a rank or you need some help. Samantha, happy Monday. Do you guys have the best long weekend? We soaked it all up with sunshine, pool parties, and family. The best. Hope yours was great too. So I'm actually pretty nervous to be reaching out to you today. I know I've attempted to share Plexus previously with you and you weren't super interested, but I also know that you love me and would want to support me if the opportunity ever arose, because I totally would do the same for you. So I thought I'd put my fear and nerves aside and ask for some help, something that I'm not great with. Okay, so my team and I are going for a super lofty goal this month. I don't mean we're trying to win a silly little prize. I'm talking about a goal that when we achieve it will inspire so many people. A goal that will be both life-altering in my family's belief in me, their vision for our future, and our financial reality currently. But the catch is, we're not quite there yet. We are, in fact, so close that I can literally taste it. So I'm reaching out to those that I know may be open to helping us close this gap on this goal. I still believe that these products can absolutely be for you. Absolutely be a blessing for your health, and you choosing to jump in now would be a tremendous blessing to my family. So friend, are you open to seeing how we can both help each other before month's end? So you see, this requires a little bit of humility, a little bit of vulnerability. There have been many times in my business where I've had to do this. And I've been very surprised every single time with the few people, like the friends that I have, or sometimes it's acquaintances that they've just not ever really been open, but they have a heart for people. And I mean, this message right here communicates something so much more than health supplements. And so a lot of the times they're like, yeah, I'll help you. Like, let me take a look at what you have to offer. And at that point, I'm just open. I'm like, okay, well, I want to help you. What are some things your family would need? Do you guys do meal replacement shakes? Would it be nice to have a protein option for your kids? Like, I'll just get kind of creative to figure out what can I do to meet their needs. So like I said, this does require that kind of humility, but you guys, vulnerability is one of the most endearing human emotions. And if you're willing to put yourself out there, even better if you're willing to voice message this. You're going for a big goal. People need to hear your heart. Here you have it. Okay, so top closing phrases for closing the deal. Guys, listen, closing the deal is just a skill. It's just a skill, just like reaching out, following up, social media, like just some skills you have to learn and master. People who are the best at closing the deal are those who are energized by the challenge. So just choose to be excited. Instead of saying, I'm nervous about this. No, you're not. We're excited. Your brain, if you say nervous, it will start to create some thoughts and emotions. But if you tell your brain you're excited, it will actually look for ways to be excited. So trick your brain. Okay. I'm just kidding. I took the closing the deal phrases out. That was fake news. I forgot to delete the slide. I really needed an assistant who wants to make these for me. Okay, because I changed it to this. 3 things that successful closers do. I think this is where what sets those of us who have rock solid, strong end of the months every time from those who maybe don't. These 3 tricks. Number 1, get personal. Beyond posting where they might see your post, do something different. Pick up the phone. Hey, sister from Bible study. I made a post earlier today. I know you probably aren't on social media. I thought I'd give you a call real fast because I think you might be interested in this. Sometimes people just aren't as clear on how simple it could be. So something like, hey, listen, for just $4 a day, you could start leveraging the May specials that we have that are ending Wednesday. I can help you access the most budget-free way to get on board. Text me back so I can help you snag this deal. Get personal. Contact them personally. If Messenger's not working, try a different avenue. Okay, number 2, be specific about their problems. Nothing communicates, I hear you and I'm listening more than you recalling something they shared with you previously. So if I'm reaching out to Brittany and Brittany struggles with IBS, night sweats, and irritable, like explosive diarrhea, when I reach back out and I say, Brittany, honey, I know you had that explosive diarrhea issue recently, and I just don't want you to live that way anymore. Like, I really believe I could help you. Okay, that's funny. But seriously, if you can recall what they thought that they wanted Plexus for, it communicates, I heard you. You're not just a number to me. This isn't a copy and paste message because not everyone has explosive diarrhea, right? It says, I'm thinking of you. So get specific about their problems, okay? Again, if you're going for a big rank up or a big goal or trying to get those double cruise credits, that's a good time to go ahead and say, and remember, we have a 60-day product guarantee. Like I always recommend people are committing to 90 to 120 days, but I've been following up with you with 942 years. So at this point, let me go ahead and kind of remind you, we've got this product guarantee. Now's a great time. You're going to save more money than you ever will. We got this guarantee. Let me help you get started so that you don't have to struggle with that embarrassing issue anymore, Brittany. Okay. And then remind them of the deadline. Hey, listen, today's the last day to take advantage of the May specials. You say, well, Christina, how can I do that on the 31st if I followed up with them on the 29th? Like I just reached out on the 29th about the $1 membership. They're not responding. Listen, Kohl's, they don't care whether I open their email, read their email, respond to their email, delete. Kohl's don't be caring. If I have Kohl's cash that's going to expire, I get an email the week ahead of time, 5 days out, 3 days out, 48 hours out, 24 hours out, and then again, probably an hour before they expire. And do you know 9 times out of 10, when I go take advantage of my Kohl's cash, it's within the last, like, hey, right now, act now. Like it'll even say act now before there's too late. And I'm like, oh, yes, sir. I'm on Kohl's buying a dinosaur backpack or something. Like it's just normal. We've got to normalize the fact that follow-up is part of this process. It doesn't mean anything about their intention or feelings towards you. It has everything to do with their brain capacity. And everybody's brains are full. Life is busy. So if you're not willing to follow back up with that last, hey, act now. These sales are going, like it's the 31st. I don't want you to miss out. If you're interested, I'm here. If you're not, just let me know. Totally fine. So if Kohl's can do it, feel like we can do it. Okay. All right. So I always use this on end of the month stuff because it's real easy to get in the IPA chat and think, must be nice. Must be nice. Oh, great. She won the cruise. Or, oh, awesome. She ranked up. Must be nice. But what sometimes we don't see is what these girls, those girls, that girl, what she was willing to do last month when you had your feet kicked up. Last month when you let yourself off the hook. Last month when it took you 12 days to get started in the month working and then you let up the last week of the month working. That girl with these beautiful feet, that's not what she was doing. And so when she finally nails the pirouette, it's because she just was willing to do what you weren't willing to do. But the good news is you can be willing to do it. You just have to decide it's a guarantee. This is all going to work out. Doesn't matter about the timeline. I'm going to focus on what I can control. People are doing it. And the belief that it can be done is the #1 success indicator. Y'all, if we're not spitting proof, I don't know. If we're not proof that this can be done when we are the most regular, most likely not to succeed in network marketing, yet here we are succeeding. If that's not proof in the pudding, then you're eating the wrong flavor of pudding. This can be done. You're just going to have to be okay with being willing to do what we've been willing to do. Don't wish for what they have. Be willing to work like they have been willing to work. Anything is possible here. Anything. Okay. So last warning, not the last warning. I'm going to probably warn you on this about 10 more times because the contest is long, but you are going to end with way more cruise credits than you think. Some of you are like, well, I'm only sitting over here at 200. I'm over here like, only? That's 200 credits. There's a lot of folks in this company that would love 200 credits. I don't care where your cruise credits are. You're going to end way further than you think if you will work like I'm telling you to work for the next couple of months. Double cruise credits for the next, I don't know, 55 hours or something. Don't sleep on that. The big difference in 30 credits and 15. Big difference in 5 and 10. Go make it happen. Work the last 2 days of this month so that you can be proud of yourself come Thursday morning when you wake up and you say, it's a wrap, May. Showed up, did what I intended to do for May. Did everything that I could. Okay. So listen, this is not a contest you can let up on. This is one that you absolutely can achieve. It is one that you absolutely can earn. It is one that when you walk in there with your guest, your husband, your child, your mom, whoever, they're going to be blown away because this is what makes it real for people. It's a freaking luxury cruise liner that's going to be plexused out. It makes it real. And sometimes that's just what you need, vision and belief. And this cruise will provide that for you. So, You have to, you can't let up. And this is where you have to behave opposite of what your emotions will tell you. You're not tired. You just keep thinking you are. You know what else you could think? I'm energized. I've got more than enough stamina. These other girls are doing it. I can do it too. If you had 3 gold bricks in your backyard, you wouldn't care how tired you were. You wouldn't care if it was raining or sunny or snowing. You wouldn't care if you had to eat with one hand while you were digging with the other. That's the same guarantee here, you guys. You can make it happen. Okay, anything's possible. That's all for that. All right, time to end the month. I hope that that was helpful. I will load it to my YouTube tonight so that you guys can screenshot it. Yeah, that's all. Let me stop recording.